A group of Chinese archaeologists recently stumbled upon an ancient treasure trove. The newly discovered trove contains around 13,000 artifacts believed to be from the ancient kingdom of China. According to official media sources, these artifacts date back 3,000 to 4,500 years. The Chinese archaeologists discovered the treasure trove at the Sanxingdui Ruins site in Sichuan Province, southern China. Let's find out about archaeological discoveries in China that shouldn't exist. A turtle shell-shaped box and a sacrificial altar are among a treasure trove of 13,000 relics dating back over 3,000 years, discovered by archaeologists in southwest China. The relics, many made of gold, bronze, and jade, were unearthed in 6 sacrificial pits at the Sanxingdui archaeological site near Chengdu, Chinese state media reported. Historians know relatively little about the Sanxingdui culture, which left behind no written records or human remains, though many believe it to be part of the ancient kingdom of Shu. It's hoped the latest finds will shed light on the kingdom, which ruled in the western Sichuan basin along the upper stream of the Yangtze River until it was conquered in 316 BC. A joint team of archaeologists from Sichuan Provincial Cultural Relics and Archaeology Research Institute, Peking University, Sichuan University, and other research institutions have been excavating the 6 pits at the site since 2020. In the most recent excavation, archaeologists found 3,155 relatively intact relics, including more than 2,000 bronze wares and statues, China's state news agency Xinhua reported. Found in 6 sacrificial pits, according to China Daily's Wang Kaihao, the cache includes 1,238 bronze wares, 543 gold artifacts, and 565 jade objects. Among the highlights of the discovery is a bronze box with a tortoise-shaped lid, dragon head handles, and bronze ribbons. A green jade is tucked inside the container, which appears to have once been wrapped in silk. The excavation was carried out by a collaborative team of archaeologists from a number of academic research institutes. This includes Peking University, Sichuan University, and the Sichuan Provincial Cultural Relics and Archaeology Research Institute. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the vessel is one of its kind, given its distinctive shape, fine craftsmanship, and ingenious design, Lai Heichou, an archaeologist at Sichuan University, tells Xinhua. Although we do not know what this vessel was used for, we can assume that ancient people treasured it. Other key finds include a bronze sacrificial altar, a giant bronze mask, and a bronze statue with a human head and a snake's body. Per the Global Times GUKO, the hybrid figure rests its hands on a Li drinking vessel. Another type of vessel, known as a zun, is painted on the statue's head in vermilion hues. The sculpture's blend of artistic styles reflects the early exchange and integration of Chinese civilization, says Ran Honglin, a researcher at the Sichuan Provincial Cultural Relics and Archaeology Research Institute, to Xinhua. Its human and snake components are typical of the Shu state, while the lei is more commonly associated with the pre-Western Zhou dynasty. The zun is historically found in the Zhongyuan region. These 3 factors are now blended into one artifact, which demonstrates that Sanxingdui is an important part of Chinese civilization, Ran adds. According to an official government FAQ, a farmer stumbled onto the Sanxingdui Ruins in 1929. The first archaeological excavation at the site took place in 1934, but work soon drew to a halt amid the political tumult of the mid-20th century. It was only in 1986 that scholars recognized the significance of the ruins. As Live Sciences Tia Goes wrote in 2014, archaeologists found 2 pits filled with 1,000 artifacts, including 8-foot-tall bronze sculptures, whose artistry points to an impressive technical ability that was present nowhere else in the world at the time. Because the objects were broken or burned before burial, experts concluded that they'd been placed in the pits as part of a sacrificial ritual. In addition to the towering figurines, excavators discovered oversized bronze masks with exaggerated facial features. A bronze altar nearly 3 feet tall, 0.9 meters, was also found in one of the pits, where people of the Shu civilization are thought to have made offerings to heaven, earth, and their ancestors. Traces around the pits of bamboo, reeds, soybeans, cattle, and boars suggest these were all offered as sacrifices, per the Sanxingdui Museum. Knife-shaped eyebrows, protruding eyes in a triangle shape, big stretching ears, snub nose, and fine mouth. Experts posit that the masks may have memorialized their creators' ancestors or gods. We had never seen something like these, and we even don't know how to describe their patterns or shapes in short words, Rand said. It's also confusing for us to speculate how they were used before further studies. But these artifacts feature a mixture of typical local styles of cultural relics, as well as those from the central China plains at that time, he explained. It demonstrates through close communications, the ancient Shu culture became a key part of early Chinese civilization. What amazed the archaeologists most was not any one artifact. In the northwest excavation area, an architectural foundation covering about 80 square meters was also newly uncovered. It was surrounded by more small pits. These pits were left untouched after the tips of artifacts were exposed, but their complicated structure led Rand to speculate they may comprise a large sacrificial area with the 8 other pits, though it is still too early to conclude the architecture was a shrine. No written records or human remains associated with the Sanxingdui survive today, reports Kathleen Magramo for CNN. But scholars generally agree that the culture was part of the kingdom of Shu, which thrived on the Chengdu plain until its defeat by the state of Qin in 316 BCE. The exact reasons for the Sanxingdui's decline are unknown, but theories abound, with earthquakes, war, and flooding all proposed as possible explanations. Based on the discovery of similar artifacts at Jinsha, about 30 miles away from the Sanxingdui Ruins, some archaeologists argue that the Sanxingdui moved to Jinsha and rebuilt their community there. So many bronze wares were found, and we fully cleaned about 70 of them so far, said Xi Zhenbin, a leading conservator at the Sichuan Institute. The number seems small, but we need patience and a rigid attitude to collect as much historical information as we can and conserve the relics in the best way. Through the conservation of around 600 ivory tusks moved from the pits, she said a breakthrough was made to take care of these fragile items through new technologies. These new research and conservation methods continue to produce new findings. For example, no physical evidence of silk from 3,000 to 4,000 years ago was previously found in southwest China. But about 20 artifacts in the ongoing excavation in Sanxingdui were found to once be covered by silk, filling a gap in historical studies. Research into plant and animal remains among burned ashes in pits could also help people better know the natural environment of Sanxingdui's time, she added. We welcome conservators from across the world to join our work on Sanxingdui, she said. Interdisciplinary research can help us better explain the value of the relics and thus reconstruct a picture of early Chinese civilization. Between 2020 and 2022, a renewed slate of excavations uncovered 6 additional pits at the Sanxingdui site. Last year, archaeologists revealed fragments of a gold mask, traces of silk, bronzeware adorned with depictions of animals, ivory carvings, and other artifacts. The current round of excavations is slated to conclude in October. As Rand tells the Global Times, the number of unearthed cultural relics will keep increasing with further work. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.